Welcome to Crosby's Crew.
Welcome back, and we're so glad you're joining our crew today, and we hope you are ready to kick it and sip it with us. Oh, that was nice. Consider this your training camp for how to win at Summer Entertaining. Oh, wait, was that your line?
I liked it when you said it, so I'll take yours now.
Okay.
Guys, we have our at-large Sauvignon Blanc white wine warm-up in hand because we all know the dangers of not warming up.
That's true. You got to
Tear
always
hamstring.
warm up. And like we do
stretch
every
it out.
show. Exactly. Don't forget to stretch. And that's why At Large is here for that. But I'm going to, as we start every episode, I will do a little toast. So to adventures past and the horizon still ahead, to lake days, patio nights, and the golden hours in between, here's to finding your place, your people, and your season. Cheers.
Cheers.
Guys.
We are warm now.
Stretched and limber. Keith and Holly, this is going to be great. We're obviously suited up, ready to cheer on our teams. And that was the big reveal, is that the common thread through the wines that you selected is they represent the two World Cup matches that our two respective couples here chose to highlight because, amazingly enough, we could have the expertise of you two leading us towards not just what we're watching this summer in these World Cup matches, but what is the perfect wine to serve alongside of it, which also ties right into what we should be eating and serving as we get together this summer season. So do you guys want to walk us through these wines that you chose and why? Holly, you and I are up. We've got two whites, two reds, a chance to stay even on the leaderboard, as we've both been pretty great, or maybe our coaches have been pretty great in our blind
I think a
taste test.
combination, coaches lead the way, players got to go on the field and execute.
That's
So
like a whole nother
it's
episode
teamwork.
right there, right?
it's just great teamwork.
Okay.
I haven't
Guys, I
tasted
think I'm
these,
gonna-
so this is fun.
Oh, sorry, darling. I apologize. But
You're
I
okay.
think I'm going to pull a hammy. I might have pulled a hammy. So hold on a second. Let me warm up just a little bit more with some Sauvignon.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Just a little more.
And
yeah.
I'm terrified of doing it again, so I'll join you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gosh,
And as we
That's why I said
prepare for this World Cup, we are so excited. USA playing Paraguay. We got Norway versus France, and we're going to preview some of these two games, and we're going to talk about some wine. So, guys, do y'all want to introduce the wines that we'll be having today? And we'll get Molly to start her little blind taste test.
Absolutely.
This is a heck of a lineup.
So we'll go through the lineup. It's 4 wines, 2 whites, 2 reds, and we're excited about them. The first white is the 2023 Walter Scott Cuvée Annie Chardonnay
I need
from Oregon, from the Eola Amity Hills.
I
I'm going to pour some for my lovely wife. Or actually, you pour it while I talk there.
I have to just be ready as the coach because I haven't actually
Yeah,
had this
she's
yet.
the coach.
So.
She has to.
Oh my gosh, Holly, come on, you're good, but you should taste it.
So
Gotta
Walter
watch some game
Scott's
film.
super hot brand right now. Very small, a couple from Oregon started this brand, and it's hot. I mean, everybody's loving it. You can find it all over the U.S. I'm finding it in restaurants in just about every state we go to these days. So, but beautiful wines. They're very pure, very mineral driven, high acid, fresh, very, very Burgundian, if you will. And then the next one, speaking of Burgundian, the next white wine is a Merceau, and this is from Domaine Bitozet-Prieur, and this is called Clos du Cromin. So the vineyard is actually right behind me. I don't know how much you all can see, those of you who are even watching, but right behind us is the maps of the Côte de Beaune and the Côte de Nuits, which consists of Burgundy, basically. And so the Côte de Beaune is a little bit further south than the Côte de Nuits. The town of Beaune, the city of Beaune, is sort of right in the middle. And basically, I'm being very general, but if you go south of Beaune, it's more white wines. If you go north of Beaune, it's more Pinot. So it's all Pinot and Chard. So it's more red wines north, more white wines south. So this is just south of the city of Beaune in Merceau. And so Merceau is a beautiful village that specializes in Chardonnays and white wines. So we're going to taste this gorgeous white wine after the Walter Scott. We'll do the Merceau from Bitozet-Prieur. And then we get into a couple of reds. We're going to do this Catena Zapata. You could tell us all about that if you like, in Argentina.
Go for it.
All right. It's an Argentinian Cabernet. So this is, you guys, for those of you who have listened to us and followed the podcast, you've heard us speak about their Malbec from High Elevation up there in the Andes Mountains, the foothills of the Andes. And so this is a Cabernet from this unbelievable house that started in 1902. So right now it's the fourth generation of the family farming and making these wines. And there isn't a vineyard in this blend. There isn't a vineyard in this Cabernet blend that is lower than 3,000 feet in elevation. Like there's nothing here in Napa Valley that's 3,000 feet. We go about up to 2,300 and that's it. This starts at about 3,100 and goes up to 4,000 plus. So this is high elevation Cabernet, and it's very affordable, very drinkable. Quite often, on the list of best wines of the world, just because of the affordability and the quality and
The ratio is pretty fantastic for quality to price point.
Exactly. Yep. And then we're going to finish with a local wine, which is very near and dear to us. And
So
Holly's
near
going to
and
talk
dear.
about this quite a bit today. But this is the Lail Blueprint Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. That's the 22 vintage. And Holly will get into it more. But Robin Lail is an icon here in Napa Valley.
She's a national treasure.
She is a national treasure. So I'll let Holly get into that. But those are our 4 wines. So we have a Chardonnay from Oregon, a Chardonnay or Merceau from Côte de Beaune, from Burgundy, from France. And then we have this Catena Cabernet Sauvignon from Argentina, high elevation. And then we have the Blueprint from Lail from Napa Valley. So those are our 4 wines today.
And to be honest, one of the reasons we chose the France game is obviously we do love France as a football club. We actually had several jerseys to choose from, thanks to my darling daughter. Audrey let us raid her jersey closet, and we're wearing some pretty special ones today. One that didn't make the cut that was close was her birth year, France. Jersey that our good friend Matt Clancy from Benchmark just gave it to her for her birthday last month. So
those are awesome.
That's a good one. This one just fit best. That's why I gave that one. But one of the reasons we chose France was for an excuse to drink white Burgundy. And, for comparison purpose, because we all know that's how Molly loves to learn, comparing white Burgundy to Oregon Chardonnay, they are on that same 45th parallel. It's the closest you're going to find. So same amount of hours of sunlight and all that. So of course,
Same distance from the equator.
Same distance from the equator.
Similar rainfall.
Yeah. So this one actually, I'm
totally
doubt.
nervous, Holly.
No doubt. But this one
just
is
sipped
this
all of
one
them.
is a little tough. I
Yeah,
love
this
it.
will be probably
right.
the most challenging
This is most
competition.
challenging.
These two
These are-
whites
these are
side by
close.
side. They're
Yeah.
I know, which is, such a nod. These are different price points for sure. So the fact that a third of the price Oregon Chardonnay is holding up to a fantastic Merceau is pretty impressive. Can I do them side by side too?
Yes, ma'am. And the fact that it's a young couple, doing this thing for a handful of years now. I mean, they have experience making wine in Oregon for a long time now, but they've been doing Walter Scott for a handful of
killing
years
it.
now. They're absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
But the fact that their wine at this price point is holding up to this Merceau that's been, decades and decades, I'm pretty darn impressed right now.
Yeah.
Well,
me too.
and
but I'd like to.
and you're right. This is my favorite way to learn about wine is when you can draw a literal line for me to kind of grasp onto, and understanding geographically, which Mason will fill in. That's not often a strong suit of mine. Is knowing where I'm at. Just knowing that this white Burgundy and this Oregon wine are right on that same latitudinal line. It really blows my mind every time you dive into that. And
you
it makes
ready
me
to
proud to be an
taste?
American. I'm going to keep talking and put this off
She's
as
nervous.
long as I'm so
I lined
nervous.
them up. She's set up.
This one's tough. I gotta say. I'm sorry, Malls.
I can't even remember which ones they were, so I might have to
Taste mine.
guess as well. But no, I do remember. I know. I'm just teasing.
All right, Holly,
All right.
give
she's
me
starting.
some notes here.
Okay. One thing we love about Burgundy and Chardonnay that we don't get as much down here, is Oregon and Burgundy is that really beautiful, that mineral It's not as much fruit characteristic. It's
Yeah.
more tertiary.
And that's
more
the
of like
soil,
a flinty,
right?
like a flinty
Yes,
sort
flinty.
of
Sorry, that's what I'm
flinty,
looking for. I'm nervous.
almost sometimes a matchstick
Yes.
type of interesting character that you get in Chardonnay. You don't really
Okay,
get
this
in a
one
lot
is
of other
also-
varieties.
So when
at all.
you think when you light a match and blow it out, that smell, that
Yeah.
immediate smell right there, that's what we mean by flintiness. They both have it. Man, they
like
both have it.
sometimes
on
a little
the
bit of gunpowder, just a touch of gunpowder.
That's not super helpful because I definitely am tasting that in both.
It is
sure.
in
So
both. That's
nervous.
what's hard about
which
this.
is really impressive. So maybe then you're looking at weight, and we've talked about this in the four, just price point wise. And for reference, one of these is the Burgundy's about 150, and the other was 55.
55, yeah.
So still, not an inexpensive wine. Neither one of them are an inexpensive wine, but sometimes just a little weightier when
Yeah.
they're more expensive. Just a little more mouthfeel.
And I'll say that we're assistant. I'm your assistant coach, right? We're co-coaching.
I accept.
I
I
did not
accept.
know this
Okay.
would be so
Oh,
hard.
the
stepping
assistant
in
coach.
as an
Yeah.
assistant coach.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
No.
I'm usually Team Mason, but I have to assist a little bit.
It's all right.
Well, this is
Assist.
your
This
wheelhouse.
is a tough one.
This is his wheelhouse.
I just wanted to mention that one thing about Merceau is it's kind of known, Molly. It's kind of known as the creamiest of all the
Okay.
Chardonnays from
Okay.
Burgundy. So like that yogurty texture, that sort of creme brulee kind of yogurty sort of texture. Merceau is famous for that. And that's why it's so good with like, I don't know, like a halibut with a beer blanc sauce or something with a rich sauce, maybe even a clam chowder or something like that. It's really good with the creamy stuff.
To me,
Okay.
the Walter Scott is a little more expressive.
bit more
on
crisp?
The nose. It's a little crisper. Absolutely.
Okay, I think I have
that
my
more
guess.
green apple pear.
Just based off
This
of
is
that.
a tough one. Okay,
I'm
good.
nervous,
So you're feeling
but-
that weight.
I will say that was a big differentiator because they smell really similar.
They do.
They taste fairly similar. Oh gosh, Mason, the connoisseur over here is going, they're very nuanced. They're very different, Molly. But when you talk about whether it feels kind of almost creamy,
These are good.
Yeah. These are amazing.
These also
you
will
just keep thinking,
change
Molly,
a
I'm
lot.
just going to drink. I'm just going to keep drinking.
Yeah, just keep going.
This is a tough one. I should have been more prepared for this. I did not realize how close these would be, which is incredibly impressive.
I do really feel, I don't think any more time is going to help me.
I think the organ, like
Walter Scott.
it gives me like a little more like acidic, like there's, that
Brightness.
bright.
A little more
and
zip,
the,
a little more
Yeah.
brightness. Yep.
right in the nose.
I will say
too.
the
You're like,
Walter
whoa,
Scott
okay.
is a 23 and the Merceau is a 22.
22.
So a lot of that freshness is going to be vintage as well.
I think
and
that this one was the Walter Scott Chardonnay and this one was the White Burgundy, the Merceau.
Merceau.
I'm so nervous.
No.
I was wrong.
Yep.
You're sure? You just said you didn't know. Oh, I just dropped off the leaderboard. No, that's exactly what I just said.
No.
She wins. We win.
How you
We win.
How you picked it
No.
up? This was Walter
That's
Scott.
not how I
This
lined
is-
them up. I did them different.
I don't know. This sounds like a go back to. I think this might be a instant
No,
replay
I
later.
can lose. Like I don't know if I was offside. I don't know what it was. I'm not losing because I'm drinking these two wines. I can't believe I just dropped on the leaderboard.
Try that one.
This one.
Well,
is
Walter
the-
Scott is like, we just won so big because we were
Right?
mistaken for a $150 white Burgundy. So that's pretty exciting.
I'll try the
And
last.
honestly,
This
I
is the
think
one I
No,
thought
try
it
this
was.
one.
tasting these later today as they've had the day to open, I bet they'll change a lot.
Yeah.
You're right. I got it wrong.
She got it wrong.
Wait a minute. Can we talk about that for just a second, though? Like, I thought I'd
Yeah.
keep my white wines kind of chilled and drink them kind of coldish, but you're saying we should go ahead and let them open? What does that
No,
mean?
not necessarily. You can still keep them chilled. It's just
Oh, you
the
just
longer
mean
they're
later
open,
on in the day.
more- Yeah, the more they're going to change in bottle. And again, this Walter Scott, so beautiful, so structurally made, but it might fall apart a little before. No, I don't know. They're both really well.
I think
We'll
what we
have
mean
to
is like once you
experiment
pop
and
that
find out.
cork and you pull that vacuum, you pop that cork. There's no more vacuum in the bottle. There's no more, the wine gets to open up and it gets to kind of come alive. And so even if you put the
Okay.
cork back in and stick it in the fridge, it's open. That bottle's
Yeah.
open.
The
It's still
oxidation process
changing.
has started. You're on the clock.
Yeah, you don't want
and
to
it's
sit. You don't
unfolding.
want it to sit open, without a cork in it all day long or anything like that. We're talking about popping that cork, getting rid of that vacuum seal, and then you can
Letting
take
it
a sip, take a
live and
taste,
breathe.
take a glass, whatever, put it back in the fridge or keep it cold on ice or whatever you're doing, and it'll just continue to evolve, But keep it at that right temperature.
And it seemed pretty natural that you chose a white wine given even the time of the day of the match,
that's
right?
true
It
too.
was this late afternoon time. And so we were trying to draft off of the instruction you gave us before the episode. We went, we couldn't pull off lobster rolls again, but we went Maryland crab dip because the game
Nice.
is being hosted in New England, in Boston. And we've got our Norway locks. And then we went a little
too.
Frenchy French with our brie and rustic bread. And so the application there is that we've got these two great wines to choose from, right? So if you have maybe another couple over and they're wine collectors, we're going to grab the white Burgundy and they're going to feel like $1 million. But if we have
gonna
a
feel
little
super
bit,
special.
if we have a little bit bigger crowd, we can grab 3 bottles of the same and pour everybody an amazing glass.
And Walter Scott's fantastic.
The Walter Scott's
Yeah.
fantastic.
How well it held up.
I'm so confused now that I don't even know how I feel about it, but let's move on to the Reds. Yay.
There we go. And just
Not
right before we
feeling
move on to the
confident right
Reds, there you go. Right before we move on to the Reds, our accompanying food are things. Obviously, we're here with our French jerseys on. Obviously, we want USA to kick butt this year, but we are supporting Team France in this particular match, and so we have our Holly's famous radishes with European butter and salt and a nice, beautiful bread, and then we have obviously for Norway we have the lox as well. We have what do we have here, honey? Lox with bread.
Yeah,
and
little terrine of
onions.
lox.
Yeah, terrine of lox.
And because our game is at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so noon our time, this is a great little kind of European breakfast board almost.
Ooh.
Some meats, some cheese.
Did you
some
just say I
bread,
could have
some
white
Russian
wine for
cucumber.
breakfast?
What's new?
Yes, always, 100%. What's new?
I love our life.
What's new? I said
Have you
it.
met us?
I love that.
All right.
The,
the
red
Reds.
wines are going to be hard. Shoot.
So you've got 2 Reds in
luck,
front of you.
sweetie.
Not as hard. No,
One of which is a high elevation, high altitude Cabernet Sauvignon from Argentina, as you know, the Catena, and the other is the Lale Blueprint here from Napa Valley.
So does the
happy
high
to give you some hints,
elevation
but check it out.
does the high elevation affect the nose? Because that's where I'm trying to, let's go back to like that first episode, Keith. Where did we start? You had those, you had steps for me.
As your coach though, before you even smell them, I want you to look at the colors.
Yep.
Okay, C. That was the first
Yeah.
one, C.
I want you to look at the colors. I want you to see if you're looking at concentration.
Holly.
Everybody, the legs. Like, don't even look at
They're
that. Just tip
looking
it down.
so similar.
What did you
I don't know. I don't think so. Look straight down
Okay.
in your glass.
Talk
One
me
is gonna
through
be
that.
more
Look, so
concentrated.
if you
Oh.
look straight down in your glass, one of which you could see the bottom of your glass, the other which you can't. Is that
You're right.
true? Yeah.
1,000%.
One of them to me and Molly, you love a Napa
does
Cabernet.
seem a little
One
bit
of
more
them smells
ruby,
like
and this
Napa
is more
Cabernet.
Cabernet.
Oh, those are
yeah,
excellent.
Ruby and Garnet, absolutely. Absolutely.
Remind me what a Napa Cabernet smells like again.
this.
I
One of
might have
them is
had too
more-
much of a warm up. Might have overdid the warm up.
One of them is a little bit more full-bodied than the other, and the other is more fruit-forward. So one of them has a lot of fruit and is just kind of like bursting out of the glass aromatically
Which is
with
going to
fruit.
be your warmer climate one.
Oh,
Which is going to be
Yeah.
Napa.
Yeah.
Or
Argentina.
no,
No.
I
Argentina.
assume it's Argentina,
gosh.
right? Oh, because it's high elevation, it's cooler.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
just
what I was
different.
thinking.
It's a totally
Just a
different.
different-
It's a different microclimate, and for the Napa wine, for me, it has more of a kind of robust, concentrated, darker fruit
Yeah.
profile, more power to it. Not over the top, still very elegant and
so
beautiful,
elegant.
but has more power, more concentration, more richness.
pour
So
It's
the
got
one
that
that
same
the one that I can't see the bottom of is the Napa one. Holly's nodding.
Am I allowed to say yes?
You're not this. I am the
Oh,
coach.
you're the coach. Yes.
I'm already
here so I don't get
down
fined.
one though.
That's right.
I'm just here so I don't
Yeah,
get
I know,
fined.
Keith,
Absolutely.
man, you're super
Absolutely.
helpful in this one.
He's so
Absolutely.
on point though with the references. Okay.
But one is a very, very famous classic producer from Napa Valley.
Well, shoot. If I get this
yeah.
wrong, am I just off the show?
No. Go with your gut. Like go with your gut. This one is not as hard. You just have to
didn't
think about it
swallow
a
I mean,
little
down,
bit.
it feels
One is
it feels
gonna be-
simpler. This is Catena. This
Yeah,
is Leo.
Napa is beautiful and rich.
Which way
I'm
did you
sure
have
that
them?
full.
this one is Catena.
Which way is that?
Just taste it. What I'm saying it is.
This is the lineup.
Honey, mine's the other way.
I know. I did it opposite of that, so you wouldn't be able to tell.
Then I'm right. This is Catena. This is Leo. I
There we
just
go.
fell behind by one.
And remember,
Gosh,
the price
I
difference
am
is
minus
huge
one.
between these. You know, Lale is still a beautiful wine and
can
stuff, but it's
taste
twice
it.
the price of the
Yeah.
of the Catena.
It's
so.
twice the price.
I think
You know,
that's
I mean,
like
it's-
the subtle
they're
theme
both
for today
gorgeous.
is the
They're both affordable.
mouthfeel. Like they both
It's the
taste
mouthfeel.
great,
It's the
but the
texture and the
mouthfeel is
mouthfeel.
totally different for the
100%.
Leo.
This wine will coat your whole palate, but it still just has bright freshness, finesse. It's such a pretty wine.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great. This is a beautiful, beautiful wine.
Yeah.
The one that's
sure.
Leo.
So
you
this
cheated.
is
I
the
did
Lale
not cheat.
blueprint.
So you
Here's
did
the
well.
Lale.
So what do we? So you were 1 for 2, right?
Yeah, 1 for 2.
Bam.
It's all right.
No.
So that just means we have to choose something really hard.
Taste it. Look, you
I don't know.
You have two.
I feel like we got to swap a room
If
over
you
here.
said it's the opposite of what you have, then that is the Leo.
I'm talking about
Molly, he's trying to say that you're 0 for 2.
You can
Don't let him
see
do
the
it.
color. Like looking at
I
the color,
know,
you know
which one is a Napa Cab.
Yeah.
If there's one wine in the world I can get right,
We have faith in you.
he does not. Oh shoot! No, I know what I'm doing.
She got
She
it.
was wrong.
I am not.
No, she
wrong.
wasn't.
She was wrong.
Okay, let me taste your Leo.
Look, first
You did
on that
Catena.
side, blueprint next.
but then you
Walter
said,
Scott.
honey. Then you said you switched it,
No,
so I couldn't
said
tell.
I switched it.
Dump them out and
like, I
repour
just
them.
turned
Dump them
them
out and repour them.
opposite.
Not blind.
All right, we will do a replay
They sound
later,
like us.
just for the sake of this. I know. Give me the.
I
Bottle.
did this before my warm up.
Give
I'm
me the
good.
bottle
I
right
was-
now.
It was his pregame.
Give me the bottle.
Okay.
She knows these. Oh,
Wait, is
yes.
this legal?
Molly is drinking out of the bottle.
Yes.
That's Lale.
Gosh, it's
Nailed
good.
it.
I know.
As she drinks out of the bottle, she says, "Gosh, it's good."
Gosh,
Love
it's
it.
good.
She's so wholesome. I love her.
Shambles
She
is
keeps us
coming.
on track.
No, I was right. You're wrong.
Yeah, she's right. Molly wins. We win.
I mean, I can drink. I can
Mason,
drink the
we're always
Catena out of the
wrong.
bottle too.
I guess.
But
yeah.
I did lose pace. So then the USA Paraguay game is in the evening. And honestly, I was expecting you all to do 4 white wines for summer. And then Holly was like, pump the
no,
brakes.
USA, we can't not do Cabernet.
We have to grill
kidding?
and we have to grill meat.
Yes.
You have to grill meat.
100%, which is
So
grilled meat
the
is
sun goes
Argentina
down.
and USA.
Yeah.
Everything
Boom.
gets hotter when the sun goes down, but you can still drink your Napa Cabernet.
Nice.
Well, it
Is
gets
that a
cooler
Kenny
here in
Chesney
California.
It should be. It was
Sounds
half
like
a
one,
Kenny
for
Chesney
sure.
song.
It's half a
On
one.
my boat.
Okay, that's right. So we'll cut to our first ad break with Kohler. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what summer was in Green Bay, what summer is now for all 4 of us, and how we can entertain with these wines and the foods that they have come along with them.
All right.
Everything gets hotter when the sun
All right,
goes
all right.
down.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Leo when we come back too, because I didn't get to talk about them. So.
For us, Kohler isn't just a brand, it's a part of our story. My dad was an exclusive Kohler dealer, so I grew up knowing their commitment to quality and design.
And for me, I helped open Lodge Kohler in Green Bay, and we've celebrated some of our best memories there, like my 40th birthday at Black Wolf Run.
Kohler, Wisconsin and Kohler properties have always been our favorite places to relax, connect, and of course, enjoy great wine together.
So it feels full circle that Kohler Company, boldly innovating for over 150 years, is now part of Crosby's crew, bringing extraordinary moments to everyday life. Cheers to that.
Okay, and we're back from our break. And we're ready to talk about what it was like for us. We want to talk a little bit. You guys were there during the season, but you weren't there during the summer. And can I just say, Wisconsin sparkles in the summer. It is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Okay, but wait.
I'll be there this weekend.
I
Nice.
didn't get to talk about Lael, which I'm going to do for a second because it's
Okay,
such an important producer. That was the one we skipped past, and that's my favorite one of the lineup. So the main thing.
Let me
to
get my
know
glass
is,
of Lael, which I'm sure is Lael, while
yeah,
you
or just
wax
shake
on.
it out of the bottle, and it's totally fine.
I'll
But
also
the
get
main
my
thing
mini
to
slider.
know is today. It's obviously you're going to hear this episode a few days later, but today in Napa it is Saturday. I don't know, June 6th. And tonight is the Napa Wine Auction. And at the Napa Wine Auction tonight, Robin Lael is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
Which is
Congrats.
long overdue in my opinion, and she should just be crowned the queen of the absolute world. She's the best. She's the best. She's the best. And having Napa Wine Auction was started when Robert Mondavi and Bill Harlan went to Europe to go to Hospice de Beaune and look at auctions there and modeled it back here in Napa.
Wow.
Her history,
That's awesome.
there was a big write up on her in the Wine Spectator recently, or just Google her and her family, her two daughters, Shannon and Aaron. That entire family is incredible. Such
good.
pioneers. She worked with Robert Mondavi. Her great uncle was Gustav Niebaum, the original Inglenook property.
Jeez.
She started Lael Vineyard. She worked at Robert Mondavi during the Renaissance of Napa
She was responsible
Valley.
for Dominus. For starting Dominus. Yeah.
Napa Nook was a property owned by her family that her and her sister were able to keep after the rest was sold off. She was there with Bill Harlan back in the Maryville days, and when he bought a little golf club, now
Called Meadowwood.
Yeah.
So she is,
amazing.
Christian Moreau, Moex, excuse me, not Moreau. That's a
Different
Burgundy
guy.
producer. Connecting him to not buying with an Australian producer, but to buy here in Napa Valley to start
That's
Dominus.
awesome.
So she's an incredible legend, and I love her, and that's why we had this wine. I speak about it on the podcast often, but we have it tonight in honor of Robin Lael.
Yes.
Okay, so
love
now
it.
we talk about Wisconsin
that's-
summers.
I love that.
Before we pause and
amazing.
go to Wisconsin summers, that's what I like about a bottle of wine, though. So when you show up with this bottle of Blueprint, maybe you're not hosting, maybe you're the guest, and you show up and you bring this, and you can make those connections between the Napa underpinnings of how it started, how the important things started, and it tastes great. We're pairing it with sliders, street corn, and watermelon, and Nashville hot tater tots over here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Those are bomb.
Perfect.
Nashville hot tater tots.
And that's pretty much how we
Yes,
like
sir.
to roll.
I want that.
I love it.
We've tried to get you all out here, but I'm too slow of a planner. But
It's
anyways, so that's why we like wine, though. That's why we love it, is because it's not only a great accompaniment to your meal, it's a history lesson in a bottle. And it's also,
And it reminds us of something for sure.
I mean, this is a woman who's a winner, who was a major player in how Napa Valley operates. I mean, Keith, you're a great winemaker, but the Napa Valley Wine Auction, that's a part of your schedule. That's a part of your life, right? Everybody's running on that clock in a sense. And she was part of the beginning of it.
Started it.
She was a part of everything that we know about Napa Valley.
Yep.
She was part of it.
And so
And
it's
to throw
kind of an
sports back
important.
in, we'll give Robin a little bit of love there to throw sports back into the mix, because that's what we are. We're wine and sports, right?
Yes, we are.
She played tennis at Stanford.
She played tennis.
Are
at
you
Stanford.
serious? She's just a winner.
Yeah.
Just a baller.
The Cardinal.
Nice.
We went to one of my best friends from college, who's a cheerleader. She married a Stanford business grad, and we had a whole fun conversation about the Cardinal. But
So are we going to talk about summer, or are we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
as
jump
great as
in.
Stanford is, let's go back to summer. People would ask us all the time why we ended up living in Green Bay year round. And so first there's OTAs and mini camps, and then there's a break.
There was work, yeah.
There's a break.
Usually, whenever I was at practice, Molly was with the kids at the pool at
We
Oneida
came
Country
and
Club.
watched sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
5
if you didn't have
kids, it
anything
was hard.
scheduled.
If he was
Spend days.
riding a special bike, so in Green Bay, the players ride bikes from the stadium over to the practice fields, and kids bring their bikes and the players ride them. And then Mason had done so much with Make-A-Wish that they made
Yeah.
a special bike for Wish kids who couldn't ride a traditional bike at the moment. And Mason would ride them over, which most players stop riding bikes after a certain time.
Year 6.
And you rode them the whole time.
I always at least rode that bike.
You
yeah,
rode
through
the
my-
Make-A-Wish
yeah.
bike your
That's
entire
awesome.
tenured. And we even brought our kids to have Mason ride their bikes.
It was always fun. Then we have some awesome pictures walking across from Lambeau Field in the locker room, across to the practice fields, kids on my shoulder. You know, it's like, and you can almost see as we started having all 5 of them. It's like
He's got kids hanging
It's like I
off
got
his whole
Nolan, and
body.
it's like I got Nolan and Charlotte, and then there's just like kids on my shoulders, like,
Maybe there was a
better
I got one
wagon.
under
in
my
Green Bay.
arm. Yeah, it's
Nobody
like-
has better
And then I'm
traditions than
holding
Green
one
Bay.
of their
Better
bikes
traditions.
as well. Like it's like thanks for bringing the bike. Like
I
nobody
do
can
think
ride
I
this
have
thing.
a picture where you're carrying a bike
Oh, I'm carrying
and
one
a
of the
child.
twins' bikes for sure.
But that's not all there is to do in Wisconsin in the summers. Like the lakes are amazing. It's actually number 2 in the country for public golf courses. Am I wrong?
It is
Correct.
Yep.
That's correct.
To Michigan.
To Michigan, which is also a little
Why are
surprising
you so close to the mic?
because everyone says I don't talk into the mic enough.
Like,
And so that's what summer was when he was playing football. It was like OTAs, mini camps. Everybody leaves except for us. We stay, we go to the pool, we go to the lake, and then you come back for training camp. Now we're on a different cadence. Why are you laughing at me?
That was good.
you're still like in the mic. Like just
All right, I'm right here.
I wanna see
not
your
in the
face.
mic.
there.
I'm far from
So,
eating.
so
That's
now
beautiful.
we're in a different cadence because it's a little bit more like everybody else, right? Like a trip here or there, kids activities like summer swim. But then we do have a few wrenches in there that are still special, like Mason going up to Green Bay to promote the World Cup, which I don't totally understand. It's a watch party, but the Packers are doing it. Does that mean that like FIFA is doing it with them? Why are you going to Green Bay?
Just they're doing it. I think there's a lot of these going on around the country. I think like people are showing up, hosting events to watch the U.S. men's national team their opening game and watch parties for all the games, but as you know, specifically this first one. And so the Packers, in coordination with some of the USA Federation for soccer, and Jay DeMerit, who is a Green Bay native who played on the U.S. national team and played over at Watford in England.
And you said he played in the World Cup.
Yes. No. He's hosting the event, and so I'm going to go, and we're going to do a little camp, like
Kicking?
no, just soccer clinic, you know, some soccer drill stuff. We'll probably kick some balls, and then we'll do. We're going to have like a little panel Q&A, and then we're going to do a watch party there at Titletown
That sounds
in the
so
Titletown
cool.
district.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's a late start for us. That's 8:00. I'm going to be like, hey guys, like I'll probably make it to halftime. I'll watch
I
the
go
rest
to
of this in my room. Like, what's going on over here?
Mason puts sports on TV so he
I'm
can take a
exhausted.
nap or go to sleep.
It's nap time.
We've already
same.
talked about this. And then when it's golf and there's the birds chirping, they're done.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll wake up to
And-
watch the end of it. Yeah.
And so that's summer for us now is kids activities and trying to move out of one house and sell another. But you guys have a little different plan for the summer. You're going to France?
We're going to the France.
Yeah.
To
Can't
the
wait.
France.
We're gonna stop.
We're going to the France.
We're gonna stop for a few days in Rome and get to sightsee with the kids, and that'll be super fun. And then we go to the south of France, to the French Riviera, and get to hang out there for a week, which will be a lot of fun.
is so
with-
awesome.
with our best friend's mom, and she's she's so excited to have us, and we're so excited to be there. And she's so hospitable and generous to even
We've
offer
talked a
her
lot
home.
about our friend Julian Fayard. He's actually made an appearance. He's come in to drop off wines in the middle
He's
of the
always there.
podcast. And
probably
Is
roll
he
in.
part
He's
of
probably roll
the?
in
Is
in
he
a few-
part of Crosby's crew?
I think so.
He's
He's
like
part of
an
the crew.
He's definitely
He's part of
the
the crew.
He and
he's
Jonah and Sarah, I
part of
think,
all
are
the
part of the
crew
crew.
for sure. But it's the home that it's
love
the
it.
town that he grew up in. So we're going with
What?
him. So it's
That's
really
so
great.
awesome.
You know, we had to do I've done a lot of research taking 3 teenagers to Rome. You have to research where to go, how to stay safe, where
For
to
sure.
tours, what to do, what to eat. And I have done nothing for France. We're
Yeah,
leaving
he told me just
all up
a
to
bathing
Julian.
suit and flip flops and
Yeah,
a
he's like,
t-shirt
I don't
the whole
know,
time.
we get a
That's it.
boat, we
he's like,
drive,
he's like, you know what
we
you do need
sail
though? You know what you
around."
do need? You need water shoes.
Yeah, because it's rocky.
because there's a lot of rocks.
rocky.
It's like I can bring
You go
water
to the
shoes. That's
sand
fine.
beach. You go to the sand beach later when the tourists leave. So in the morning we go to my mom's beach and there's lots of rocks. But then we go to the sand beach. No tops.
No tops.
Oh gosh, I hope
No
you're.
tops.
Have you been training for that also, Holly?
Yeah, lot of
I have.
yeah, a lot of
I
pec
have.
exercises.
We're ready to go.
Arm
No,
circles.
so we're excited, but I'm excited
That
to
is
not.
so
And his
awesome. That's
family,
gonna be
his
great.
family owns a very beautiful, famous vineyard in Provence and winery in
Oh my
Provence. So we'll
gosh.
go see his cousins.
Sounds
there, and
tough.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
No, we're very
it
very
sounds
Family vacation.
really
It's usually
hard.
in, as you guys know, it's usually in Massachusetts and Rhode Island where we take the
Right.
kids
Yeah.
almost every year.
Yeah.
This year we're skipping that to do France and
our
Italy.
girls
think-
just finished their
Do the
junior
France.
year. We're about to
do
have
the
we're about to have
France.
seniors in high school. There's only so much longer that we can,
Yeah.
force them to go.
That's
on
going to
trips
be
with us.
epic. That's going to be
Yeah,
epic.
so I'm excited.
Couple weeks.
That really does sound wonderful, and it makes even more sense.
Will you be there during the World Cup? So like,
Which
Sounds like we
being
will
it-
be, yeah.
That's so
ironic,
great to be
you
able
know.
to watch the French,
Yeah.
French matches, France play the World Cup in France will be pretty epic.
I
Like,
expect a
Yeah.
selfie
Oh, yeah.
with some white burgundy.
For sure.
For sure. Lots of rosé, lots of spritzes. too.
Probably more Provence rosé.
Oh my gosh.
I have
We'll
a
see.
feeling we'll be drinking.
I have a feeling Agnes has a
Some
cellar
chartreuse
white burgundy.
will make an appearance.
all right, Molly.
We
where
might
are
actually. I
headed
would
now?
love to go to chartreuse. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
That'd
Yeah,
be
Molly.
awesome.
So
Where are we? It's funny. The person that Mason would never ask for directions is now asking for where we're at. And I'm
There we
happy
go.
to oblige. I'm happy to
like
oblige.
that.
All right, lead us there.
We're actually going to cut to our next sponsor identification because we love being sponsored by Perlick, who sets us up right. We've been designing our new home completely around our wine presentation that we're doing in the dining room with some Perlick dual zone wine refrigeration towers. We are pumped. And so we're going to take this moment just to tie in why Perlick is important to us. When we come back, we're going to talk the matches. We're going to talk the food of summer and how this World Cup so provincially lined up with how we should be entertaining for summer. So we'll be right back.
One of the best things about this podcast is how it connects our love of wine with the people and companies who share that passion.
Like Perlick Refrigeration. We first crossed paths through Mason's work with Sartori Cheese and Make-A-Wish, where Mason met Jeff Schwager, who's now on Perlick's board and an investor in one of our favorite Napa wineries, Ovid.
Perlick has been setting the standard for wine storage for over a century, and their wine refrigeration is second to none because great wine deserves perfect care.
We're proud to have Perlick as part of Crosby's crew, keeping our wine at the perfect temp, from the first pour to the last drop.
All right, so let's start with U.S. versus Paraguay. So we'll be in different places. You'll be doing, your thing with the Packers in Green Bay, and I'll be at home. And I think that recreating this moment that we're experiencing right now is what I should do. I've got street corn, I've got watermelon, I've got cheeseburger sliders, and they
Sounds nice.
taste great with both wines. Who should I have over?
Ooh,
me.
probably. Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Fly on out. Seriously. I would think like the sneaky, one of our friends here that's sneaky into soccer is the Matsons.
That's easy. Matches up great with kids' ages. The thing here is a quintessential American summer barbecue is exactly all the foods I listed, right? And then I can just plug and play. Like, how many bottles do I need to buy? How into wine are they? Are we doing some fun, mile high, South American wines to say like, hey, it's USA versus Paraguay. And we're going to have some great Angus beef and some, different wine. And we'll see who wins
That sounds
out.
like a lot of work when I'm not
That
gone.
just
No,
sounds
it's
like
not.
fun to me.
Make some burgers, some hot dogs, lay in the pool, and you say America's winning. We're not doing anything for Paraguay.
We were already picking
like
Leo
that.
for everything.
Get out of here. If I'm
No,
here, I'm in
hold
that
on.
pool and I'm eating watermelon and then doing a cannonball as
Yes.
America's winning
do
this
love
game.
this.
Thank you.
That's my boy right there.
Okay, the reason I know the reason why Molly is including Paraguay in this, because when we were talking about our game, I was like, I'm having French food. Like, why do we have to give a nod to Norway? Which God
Exactly.
bless, Norway's great. But Molly said Green Bay, again, going back to Lambeau, going back to the Green Bay Packers,
yeah.
who are really fantastic,
She's so
always gives a
hospitable.
nod to the other team.
The
right, Molly?
opponent.
Yeah.
It was my
So
favorite
that
thing.
is why we have smoked salmon. It's because
if you
Molly
want-
told us to.
Exactly. I'm like, come on, Norway,
Because
get something
Lambeau
more than
taught
smoked
us
salmon.
all to
Like, what
have
else are we
good
doing here?
manners.
It's good manners, is what it is.
Lambeau has
in
good
Lambeau,
manners,
we
and
trust.
all
That way,
have a
whenever you
lot to
beat them
learn.
too, you can take this smoked salmon and like the cheese and slam it up against the wall and just say,
There we go.
Perfect.
no, thank you.
Lambeau leap
Done.
it. Yeah, no,
That
it's
was
fine.
not what I was picturing, but it is true. So my absolute favorite experience in Lambeau is in the Terrace Suites, which is at which end zone is that, Mason? I'm not good at this.
South
You showed
end
us.
Okay.
You showed us those sweets.
No, I
The
know. It's the
south end
south end
zone.
We
zone,
walked up
but
there.
Molly
I
doesn't
remember.
know where they
I
they
don't.
are.
So the south end zone, what they do is they theme the food for the opponent. That was part of your renovation.
so
we're all
nice.
we're
It
all a
was.
little worried for you.
Yeah, I was like, the
it
roof coming down, like the
Well,
ceiling.
we
coming
heard
down.
it, and then we saw
closed a door somehow.
It's
saw your reactions.
Paper falling. It's the paper.
I will
falling off
say
again.
Nolan's sitting over here taking notes for us because he's kind of part of our business. But
crew.
I would think that I always felt like, I hate to say this, but the Chicago games were like my favorite.
Get out of here.
For
my
catering.
Gosh, did you just
Gosh.
give a nod to the Bears?
Never,
You like
because
the Chicago food,
No.
like a
Hey,
Chicago
guys.
hot dog.
everybody relax.
Get out of here.
I think Aaron said that. Relax. We won those games. We won
Okay,
those games.
that's
It
true.
was
We
just
did
that they
dominate.
did like tomahawk steaks for that game.
Okay.
And it was just all
I love
steakhouse
this.
food.
Okay.
Big red wines and steakhouse food
All
in
right.
the Terrace Suites.
I'll take
Yes,
that.
I know my
And you
life
knew
is
you were gonna
privileged.
beat the Bears. Yeah.
And I knew we were winning
All right.
anyway.
That sounds okay.
So that's USA versus Paraguay. I don't know anything about these games. Does Paraguay have like
No chance.
they have no chance?
I mean,
Why?
if USA loses to Paraguay, then we're like we pretty much hate soccer.
Have we
in this
said
country.
that
if we're
wearing
out
our
in first
USA
round, that would be
jerseys?
bad.
Have you shown
I
that
like
yours
those.
is special? Show that yours
You
is
looking
a-
Showed
sharp.
them
Must
early.
be.
Show
Yeah.
show the world.
The world.
Yeah.
Show the world.
Show the world.
The debut.
Mason does a lot.
Oh, he's got his Crosby. I didn't see
It's
that.
number 2.
Number 2 on there.
I love it. I love that.
Good stuff.
USA
So wait,
soccer.
Why do you think USA is just going to dominate Paraguay? Not that I don't have the same opinion. Obviously, I do.
I mean, again, like they should. Weird things happen, but if you want the USA to do anything in this World Cup, get the knockout, like they need to beat Paraguay. Like that's just It is what it is. They're not They're not. They're good, but
They're good. They're good. But
I saw
you
they
know.
just lost. They might have lost one of their best players in this like kind of build up friendly. So that doesn't bode well for
To
Paraguay
Nicaragua, I
also.
believe.
Yeah. So USA needs to win this game. I think they need a kind of a statement. This is probably one of the easiest teams in their group. So if they can come out hot in this World Cup and beat Paraguay handily, I think that maybe some people would take notice and be like, all right, maybe USA can make a run. My thing with this USA team this year and this World Cup is like win your group, like show some dominance at times.
Yep.
Get in and like just do what you're supposed to. If you get into the quarterfinals or something like, and you lose to Spain or France or
Exactly.
England,
That's how I
like
feel.
a
Fine.
top
Very
team, then you're
respectable.
like, okay, but don't lose to somebody that like you're either equal to in like competition or then you're better than. Like just do what you're supposed to this year. That's what I'm hoping for this team. And honestly, if they get hot, like I was watching them today against Germany, and I really think they could have something special if they put it all together. So I'm excited about this team.
I hope
And
they
my
can play as well
takeaway-
as the U.S. women.
That's right.
Oh, well done.
But you hear that? Hear how I gave that take? That was like my sports, radio host.
I love it.
That was
take.
perfect. It's like
When
you
I
do
get
this for
into
a living.
get into my rundown of things.
And mine was just that I have 2 great wines to choose from and cheeseburgers, which are always a win with kids and cleanup.
Yeah.
Always win.
And we've trained
That's
Nolan
Anything-
now to make all the things on the grill. So if I'm out of town, he can do it.
He'll be out of town with you, but
Oh, that's right.
He's
What are
a
you going
stud.
to do? All right. She's just ordering.
but the summer to me is meals on the grill and less dishes.
Yes,
And
it's
2
meals on the
killer
grill.
red wines.
A lot less
to
dishes.
go with it.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
All right, let's do a quick fast forward to France versus Norway, which I don't know anything about either of those teams, but I do know
This
which
is a tough
wines
one.
we would serve and what food, which our Maryland crab dip, giving a little nod to New England and that it's being hosted in Boston, has been
Yeah.
a real winner, even though I still don't know which white wine is which.
How is
That's okay. You don't need to.
Yeah.
You know that they're both lovely white wines. They're both lovely Chardonnays. One is a 22, one is a 23, one is from Oregon, one is from France. Voila. They're both beautiful.
Voila.
Winners.
And at Gillette Stadium or in the surrounding areas in New England, where I'm from, you're going to find beautiful food that will pair with these wines so well. Whether you're talking lobster rolls, you're talking some steamers, you're talking oysters, you're talking clam chowder, all that stuff. Corn, this
Chowder.
beautiful summertime corn on the cob, unbelievable in New England. All that stuff is Chardonnay food. That's all Chardonnay food. So
And remember, wine is just cleaning your palate for your next bite. Just like you can have oil on your palate and you have water, oil and water. Water doesn't cut through oil. Wine, the tannins in wine, the acid in wine, it cuts through. So,
Look at
when we
that.
say fatty food, you're not talking, yes, you're talking about like the fat of a ribeye, but you're also talking about you're having chips and dip, but like you're having anything that's coating your palate food wise that's delicious, but maybe a little heavy afterwards. A sip of wine is going to just cut through that. It's going to get
Clean
your
that
taste
palate.
buds ready for the next. It'll make you salivate for the next bite, but it also just cleans your palate. So having these kind of rich, heavier foods, white or red, is gonna just
yep.
Love that.
give you a clean.
It
slate.
sounds very necessary.
It's necessary.
It's almost like, why would you eat without
Why
it?
would you not?
I try not to.
Our house
Well,
is falling down.
so we've covered
Time to go to France.
I'm doing to France.
Boy.
So we've covered both of these games. We are ready with wine and food, whether we're doing a morning
But do you
gathering.
think? I mean, obviously, y'all are rooting for France, but Norway is expected to be a little dangerous this year. Is this going to be a tough
It was
match?
more that we had more jerseys to choose from.
Yeah.
No,
we
I
don't
get
necessarily
that,
have
but-
I love
Norwegian
England.
jerseys.
Obviously, we
Y'all
love
are
the
going to
US,
have to
we love
face
England, we
Erling
love-
Haaland, and that's going to be a tough task.
I know.
And they're
100%.
Vikings.
I think Audrey has his
Vikings. The
jersey.
Vikings.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
Vikings.
So
Did you see their World Cup picture? They did,
No.
like the Viking show.
Yeah.
I think they did like a recreation of that photo for like the Norway's
Nice.
World Cup like
it.
photo. Like it was awesome. I was so juiced.
Vikings.
I mean, keep
That's
loving
right.
life.
That's aggressive.
It's,
I think France should beat them, but it's going to be that's one of the better matchups in this group stage is a Norway versus France.
yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
The best part
And
about
they
the French
picked
team
it.
is the cigarettes that they have at halftime.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't stop it. Do you think
love it.
Mbappe is like smoking? That Mbappe, that was Audrey has
He has
multiple,
two cigarettes at halftime.
multiple Mbappe
Yeah, exactly.
jerseys.
No, that's
including
just
his last
that's just Keith on the rocky beach. But
That's right.
one. Oh my gosh.
So now,
Mbappe is
while
not
we're-
smoking cigarettes.
prove it. But while we're on this topic of summer, so we are not going to France. but we are going to Napa, regrettably,
I know.
when you are not there. I can't
I know
believe
it.
the injustice of it all.
You
We'll
should
just have to
actually-
go
will
back.
You feed our cat.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
stay at our house. Why do you?
Yeah.
Feed your
just
cat.
stay at
Feed
our
the
house.
cat.
We're gonna have a new
Water.
bathroom, hopefully. Yeah.
Water the
Water the
plants.
garden.
For sure.
Yeah.
Gosh,
please.
I love the
Fresh
garden. But we are going to be there. We've never gone to Napa in the summer. Holly, you and I have riffed on this quite a bit. I would like you to take a 2-minute drill here as we
is your 2-minute
ready
drill.
ourselves. I do like a timer as we ready ourselves for our whiteboard reveal. Oh, before
Set your timer.
I'm setting your timer.
so we will
I was
go
looking for.
Holly. We're going to go Holly with a 2-minute rundown on how to do Napa well in the summer. Keith and Holly, you do owe us your question of the episode, and then we'll go to our whiteboard reveals,
Perfect.
which
Here we go.
were over
Timer.
before it started.
Timer's going. Here we go.
Give us
Boom.
your tips.
I'm just giving you a couple tips. Wait, let's see. So where should we start? What is a good tip? Dress
A little
comfortably.
fumble. All right.
Yeah,
back.
no, absolutely, 100%. You guys,
Recovery.
I've been warming up for like a long time. These are really good lines. No. To me, dress smart, but dress comfortably. And remember, wine cellars are cold. Yes,
Okay.
vineyards are hot. Yes, it's warm here. Bring a sweater and also bring comfortable shoes. Make them cute, but like don't wear stilettos. Don't do anything like that. You want to be able
okay.
to, if a winemaker says, hey, do you want to check out the vineyard? Do you want to check out the caves? You
Say
don't
yes.
want to say, no, I didn't bring the right shoes or I'm too cold. So
That
like
would be a mess.
dress professionally, dress smartly, but also dress for all the different occasions.
You could have a 30-degree difference during
Yeah,
your
no,
experience. You could
it's-
start in the heat outside and then
cool.
end up in the cave and 30
You want to
difference.
be
I
you
love
want to be
that.
able to be ready to say yes to all the experiences, which is why also don't plan something all the time. Like smart people plan 2
Oh,
to 3
that's tough.
tours.
This is not.
No.
I'm going to try
Yeah.
and
you
hear
Don't
this, but
overdo
that's
it.
because
tough
if
for me.
you're at a
Leave
winery
margin.
and again somebody says, hey, do you want to come check out the vineyard, or hey, we're about to do a bottling, do you want to help with the blend? You don't want to be like, oh, we can't, we have to get to our next appointment. And or you're driving up and down the valley, you're like, oh my gosh, I've always read about that winery, it's right here, like this winery I always drink is right
gotta
here.
go.
Like you want to be able to
Yeah.
have time to. It's the same with our going to Rome. We have like 2 tours over 3 days because we want to be able to say, oh, I want to go there or I want to see that.
Yeah,
So
you
give
have to.
yourself, and then also things are how much time do I have? Things are way further apart than you think. I'm out of time. Oh, it just ended. Just because
Okay,
something
just give
says
us the
it's
start.
2
Trying to repeat
miles
that.
away, it's
Oh, they called a
very
timeout.
far,
All right,
potentially.
now you go. Yep, now you get to. Nope, there's a 30-second
So-
timeout.
There you
You
go.
get,
Keep
keep
going.
going.
No.
Yeah, I'll
That's
jump.
what it is,
I'll
yeah.
jump
Because
in
people
there.
say like you can map things, like a lot of times people are like, oh, we're staying in Napa, our first tour is in Calistoga, and then we have another tasting in Napa, and then we have dinner in Yountville, and like you don't realize
That's a lot.
how far away. Like Napa Valley, north south, there's 2 roads, Silverado Trail and Highway 29. Those are the 2 ways to get up and down the valley, and there's a lot of traffic depending on when it is. There's not like, oh, I know the side streets. Like
Not a
there
lot of
isn't
cross.
really side streets. Oakville Crossroad is not considered a side street. And so just
We
give
took that last
yourself
time.
lots of time. Yeah, but give yourself lots of time. Everything takes longer than you think, and you want to have that time. Like it's the motto of what summer should be in general. Slow everything down and just enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's good.
This
What
is
is
going to be
breaking
really.
everywhere?
This is going to be really hard
Made
for
the
me.
kick.
You made
Congrats.
the kick. Yeah, way to go, Holly. You shut it down. This is going to be hard
won
for
the
me
game.
because I'm all about. Like, I don't factor in any extra time. I want to fill every moment of everything. It's not good. It hasn't been good
Oh,
for
yeah.
our family.
It's been crazy already. She's like it's like we're going to Napa. How many
do have a lot of
podcast
ideas.
Can we see
interviews
today?
can we do? How many
No,
people can
you
we
can't.
like meet?
Just
I'm like
you don't want to
wanna-
be sitting with somebody
lay
that you're
down.
so excited to
Yeah.
be with. You're like,
Don't
oh, this is
overbook yourself.
amazing. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, we have to go because we booked a winery that our friend said to go to. Like you just give yourself lots of time to
Okay,
have quality
less is
time.
more does
Less
win
is
the day.
more. Yep. And then I have to also say that it's, the food in the valley
Yeah.
is so good. And so
Yeah.
like respect that, understand that you don't have to go to 6 wineries a day, like appreciate the fact that you can have this amazing lunch in between your first
And
and
start with
second
a
or
big
third
breakfast.
stop.
This
Yeah,
is not
don't
a time
overdo
to
it.
fast. If you're going to be drinking Cabernets
This
at
is a
10
wine
a.m.,
athlete moment, right?
Yes. If you're going to have wines at 10
Don't
a.m.,
skip
Be an
breakfast.
athlete for crying out loud.
go there
Be
in
an
the morning,
athlete.
like properly hydrated, drink water all day, and drink heavy stuff. This is not a time you're not
I'll be there.
dieting in Napa
I'm
Valley.
going to
Trust me.
compete. I'm competing
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
That means
Hi
that
there.
you're
We're the
laying down a
Crosbys
big
and we're
breakfast.
wine athletes.
We're wine
Yes.
athletes.
Carb
Show
load.
us.
We might
What do you
need
got?
some merch.
What do you got?
We might need some merch before we go. I will say some of the best advice we ever got, which is in line with what you're saying, Holly, is from our dear friends Christine and Justin Redchick, who own the
They're
bottle
amazing.
room
Bottle room.
in
Bottle
Green
room.
Bay.
Green Bay.
And
I still wear their
we-
beanie when I run and it's cold at night or cold in the
As
morning.
you
I wear
should.
the bottle room beanie.
Nobody
As you
has
should.
warm weather gear better than Wisconsin.
better than Wisconsin.
That's
Cold
right.
weather gear.
Cold weather gear. Is it hunting orange? No, that's a whole nother segment. But we went with them to Napa for the first time. They brought us to your tasting room, and
Yep, that was the first time we met.
and I said, "Are we going to get hotels in like Napa?" And she said, "Molly, no. Getting a hotel room in Napa to go tasting is like staying in Appleton and saying you're there for Green Bay." And for those of you who don't know, Appleton's like 20, 30 minutes from
Yep.
Green Bay. And so it was eye-opening that like you actually don't, you need to be cognizant that
You
when
just need
you're
to be
making
and
these
sometimes
plans,
you can't stay
It's a
in
big
St.
valley.
Helena or Yountville. So
Yeah.
if you know you're staying in Napa, which has fantastic restaurants, fantastic
Sure.
hotels, it's
Not a-
bigger and
not a
more
diss.
variety, then you're not going to choose wineries that are really far from that because there is amazing wineries in Napa, in Coombsville, in Yountville, like
Carneros,
and you can
yeah.
even go to St. Helena, but to plan it properly.
plan it
but
properly.
yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know
Okay,
where
I
you're
feel ready
staying
for
and where
summer.
these
Ready for
wineries
summer?
are.
I'm
And
always ready for summer.
We don't need to plan too much for summer. That's the whole point. We
Okay.
went on a walk this morning and our neighbor was like, I have all these plums. Do you want plums? And I'm like, yes, I want plums. And you make
Yes.
a meal around that.
I'm sorry. I got to rephrase that. Chef Michel says, we have the plums. Oh, the plums. I was
know.
in France for
I
3
just
months.
didn't want
and
everybody to think we
I
live
don't
in
want
France.
everybody
All our neighbors
to
are
know
French.
that I
Why is
have
everyone
these
French?
plums.
He did.
Would you like some
He did.
plums?
He was the chef at Farniente for many, many years. And he was like, I went to France for 3 months. Nobody pruned my tree. Do you
Nobody
want some
took my
fruit?
plums.
Come back. And I took a
You're
huge
supposed to
bag.
just
He's
go
like,
take his
more.
plums. He's expecting
just go
you
take
to
them.
And
pick
He was
them.
like,
And I feel
"Come
like
back
it
and
would
look
go
at me for
great.
nectarines."
It
But
would
I
go
don't want
great.
everybody to think all of our neighbors are French. There is Americans that live here. There's
It's
a lot
just
of
the
French.
truth.
Mostly French.
And it would go
Mostly
great.
Mostly-
I know.
It goes great
I
with
know.
both white wines.
I love that.
So,
Y'all are gonna fit
But
right in.
also-
Like, yeah, you got the accents down.
But,
just
but
like
now, but that's what summer's about, right? You go on a walk and there's literally
there's
a
people
with
bunch on the
plums.
streets
There's
that
plum
have
people.
free with everybody has so many cucumbers or so many zucchini, and then
We share.
gets to be tomatoes. Or our
love
friend Austin gave us a hot tip today on who has corn right now, and
Yeah.
and so for
Hot
me, it's a hot tip. He told me where
That's
the corn
summer.
is. And that is summer. Or
love
you're like,
that.
hey, we have too much basil in our yard right now. Like, come over
oh,
for
that's
pesto.
our neighbors.
oh yeah, we just got some
But
fresh
yeah, you
basil
just did
from
that.
the
But
neighbor.
that's
We
what's
did
so
the
great.
same thing.
Look at
I was
this,
gonna
tying
make,
it together.
Yeah.
Did
I was
Nolan
gonna
go get
make.
that?
He
Nolan
did.
went and got
Nolan
it.
went and got this.
Some
I
of
was.
this
boy.
year.
I was
Good
gonna
job,
make
Nolan.
caprese, but I started eating the hamburgers instead.
But see,
That's all right.
but summer is about not overthinking things. And if
Exactly.
you are only inviting your
You eat
friends
that
over
hamburger.
when your house is perfect, your yard is perfect, you made the
Yep.
perfect
You're gonna
meal,
be mad the
like
whole
you'll
time.
never see your friends. Like
right.
impromptu, and summer's
Okay.
when people are out
a
more.
good lesson.
You're running into people at the store. Like I'm famous for this. It drives Keith crazy. I'm like, oh hey, what are you doing right now? Come over. Like, so have a stocked
That feels
pantry.
very Holly.
It's very me. It's very me. It drives him bananas. But have a stocked pantry. Always have good olive oil. Maybe have some good pasta. Like pull things from your garden, make them with some pasta. Say yes to inviting people over. If you're friends with people, I say this to our friends Nicole and Casey because I'm like her husband, and he's he's like Nicole, I'm like Casey, where I'm like, come
Okay.
over. And Keith's like, we have no food. I'm like, who cares? Like, why would I be friends with people that care if our house is messy and we don't have food? And he's like, because people need to have dinner.
Because Keith has to
still.
serve everyone before he can
It's true. It's true.
enjoy.
So there's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if there was a person in between the two of us, it would probably be perfect. But just say yes. In the summer, say yes, and your house doesn't have to be clean because you're sitting in the backyard, right? So
I
like,
will say, if you have
that.
maybe 4 bottles of Walter Scott, 2 bottles of the Merceau, 4 bottles of the Catena, 2 bottles of the
Then you're
Lale
fine.
at any given time, you're basically rolling out
You're
the
ready
red
for
carpet.
summer.
You're summer ready.
Yeah.
Forget
Yeah, you're
bikini
summer ready.
ready. We're not trying to be
Have a-
bikini ready. We're
exactly.
just trying to be Bordeaux ready. You have your white
You don't need
burgundy.
Burgundy.
bikinis when you go to
Stock
France, so you're good.
Yes.
You only
Yeah,
need
you
half
just-
the
nothing.
bikini.
Take it all off.
there's nothing on the top and sometimes nothing on the bottom. We go to that beach a lot. It's nice.
Go to that beach a lot.
Do you guys have questions for us today? Did
No
we?
tan lines.
No tan.
It's the best.
I certainly do. I want to know what Mason's
ready.
favorite thing to grill is. That's my question
Yeah.
of the day.
Good question.
I want to know what Mason likes to grill. I don't even.
Man.
I've had your steak, but I want to know what you like to grill.
Yeah. You know, obviously, like I love making my own burgers and like just grilling a good burger for the fam. Like, I don't know why.
Me too.
It's just
one of my
like,
favorites to do.
and I like to make my own patties and like do the stuff. Sometimes, throw an egg in there, maybe a little, just add something to it. And then they're all unique and different. And I love sitting out there with a glass of wine again, the grill doesn't work without a glass of wine.
Yeah,
like
oh,
I
no,
can't
no,
even
no.
turn
No,
it
it's
on.
like
It's the
unless I
experience,
have
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something,
it's the experience
yeah.
out there.
something to
the
drink
key.
and just making like doing a burger bar with the kids is just so much fun. So we
They
get all
like
the
them.
toppings, all the fixins, and then whenever a
they
kid
make their
bites
own?
into your burger, and they're just like, "Dad, this is the best." I'm like,
good.
"Yes."
So good.
I know.
Well, my kids were
That's my
young. It
favorite.
was the same type of thing. It was like Dad's Burgers. Let's do Dad's Burgers tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Dad's Burgers. Now it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dad's
know.
gonna
It's
go to
just,
my friend's house.
I know. I'm holding on to this as long as I can because I'll make up. Yeah, it's like I'll get fancy, amazing, expensive steaks, and I grill, and they're like, "Yeah, this is fine."
They eat a couple bites.
They eat a few bites, and I'm like,
Well,
"Oh my
okay, I
gosh!"
will-
So it's like,
Okay.
bring the burgers.
As a
Yeah,
pro tip
that's
from
awesome.
somebody who
Thank
has a 17-year-old, when you raise them that way, eating really nice foods at your house and really great grilling great foods for them, and then they get very like, "Oh, you're not cool." But they can't afford those good foods. So our 17-year-olds, like they come and eat with us because like
Oh yeah,
they have a taste for good food, but they can't afford it. So they're back.
they got a taste.
They'll
now
come
they
back
want
for
to
the good
eat
steak.
lion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Now they
that's
get
an
it.
other guy's risk.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, Molly,
All right,
your
my
question.
question
Oh.
for you
go.
is if you could show your children
Would you go to the topless beach in France?
would you-
Oh,
do you have your cheerleading outfit? No,
oh yes.
no, that's
Half
not my
of it.
question.
Half of it.
question
Yeah. All right.
Is think about
Hot in here.
Sorry.
with the top or the bottom. I don't even remember my question anymore. I'm so
right.
flustered. If you could take your family back to a nostalgic place and show it to them as it was when you were young, what would it be?
Oh gosh, it's so
that's a good one.
loaded because I have 2 answers.
You can have two.
For me, it would be back to my parents' house where they have been many times that they no longer live. But I loved being there. There was nothing. Like when my kids tell me they're bored, I'm like, I understand. My first like
explore.
10 my first 10 years of
Go
life
build a
was
bike in
trying
the barn.
to climb the one tree with no limbs and then getting yelled at for bringing the creek moss into the house because I wanted to try and make it grow. Or playing on the hay bales in the barn, or my dad letting me try and ride his motorcycle and just falling over into horse manure. But it was, I have these right now I'm on like a TV show kick of like time travel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, so that's a perfect question.
And it is. And in one of the shows that I love, the way home. P.S.
That one's good.
The-
That one's good. The other one
The
you're
daughter
watching
goes
is so
back
bad.
in time and is best friends with her mom when they're the same age.
Oh, wow.
And I watch it with the kids. And Christine came into my room today and she was like, Mom, I wish I could go back to when you were my age and I would be your best friend. And that's exactly,
That's
I
cute.
could,
We gotta
out of
live like that,
any
right?
of my kids, Christine would be the one to
For
sneak
sure.
the moss into the powder room off of the den in my parents' house.
Could see that.
Yes. But the other one kind of relates a little bit to y'all in your summer. It's slightly less nostalgic, except for the fact that college was 20 years ago for us. So maybe it is still nostalgic. Is the day. So I studied in Rome in college, and I actually joined a humanities program that I had no business being in. It was for engineers, which I was not. And we lived in a Ukrainian convent, and our curriculum was Rome. Like part of our final for the Maymester was like a street map of Rome. And I had a couple of transformative days, which is why I'm obsessed with wine. But one of them had everything to do with ice cream. And so you all need to go, gelato. You all need to go to Trastevere, which is the Jewish quarter
Okay, you have to
in
send this.
Rome,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just find any gelato stand. And I had
I wish we could
walnut.
send it to you.
I wish you could too. I know I'll take my kids there someday.
Just take a picture.
We talk about this
you
for our
go.
20th, maybe going to Rome,
Yep.
but 20th wedding anniversary, but which
And
is
y'all,
in 2
y'all
years.
will be invited. We're just going to invite everyone as a celebration.
Perfect.
But
it.
that day I was in the Jewish quarter eating walnut gelato,
Ooh.
walking. I just wish I could be
Perfect.
there. My kids really like ice cream, and gelato's so much better.
She ate a lot of gelato that
I
that
did
May.
I've
eat
had
pray
pistachio
love.
gelato, but never walnut.
Oh,
I did eat love.
I will say I've never had walnut gelato except for in Trastevere. I did eat, pray, love in 30 days and put on 20 pounds, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would do it again. It was can I just say I'm living in my little convent. I'm looking over the piazza, and I see this beautiful Italian man finishing his lunch, and he dips his finger in the olive oil from the bread and like put it on his lips before he left. And I was like, this is just another planet. Like they just look different.
That's incredible.
It was another
That's
planet.
amazing.
I would like to go back. I haven't been back in a long time, but
love that.
so that's my answer.
Right.
But
Perfect.
we
I'm happy for
are
my question. Yeah.
two whiteboards.
Oh, I thought I had to do the toast.
Oh.
Okay.
What do you think you have to do?
There's the toast at the end.
Oh, it is at the very end.
Always
I-
grabbing our whiteboards.
Spoiler alert: mine isn't a white wine because I still don't know which one is which.
Fair.
But I'll be buying them both to keep on hand for summer entertaining.
Grazie mille.
Oh, he's ready.
Send
Put
it
him
to you
in,
from
coach.
Pumpline.
Bellissima.
And backroom
Do you need a
practicing.
Do you need a
What?
pen? Are you set?
I'm set.
Gosh, you're so prepared.
Can I thought we're not doing a.
So we're going to throw our best wine out there?
love these.
Like usual?
Your favorite for the night.
Yeah.
Favorite for the night. Mine is going to say Maryland crab dip. Just kidding.
That makes
I had
I
a
like
wine.
that you're like, for out of respect for New England, Maryland crab dip, which is
Okay,
like not
New England is a region. Is it not a region?
but
It's not
Maryland's
Maryland.
not part
Maryland's
of it.
not New England?
close enough.
This is oh shoot.
I loved it for you.
But
I was
we
like,
talked about
okay.
her geography and like the
I'm
lack.
very
Just
general.
sounds like Holly. They're the
It's
same.
just
It was
it's
so
crab
great.
dip. That's got to be New England, right? Even whatever.
The
This is-
game's in
Washington
Boston.
wine. Yeah, Washington State, not Washington D.C. for crying out loud.
You could take a train.
You could trade it. Oh man.
I wonder what yours is.
Well,
There
I
we
did.
go.
Did you even like the wine?
I did a
today?
red
You
and
said
white.
very
I
little.
did one of each.
That's cheating.
I
Why
can't
can't-
not. I know it's so good.
I did both.
Oh, what does everybody say?
Oh.
Marisol, you're
Oh,
so
you did the
feeling your
Marisol.
summer vibes.
I did.
I just out of respect.
What was
I
that?
can't
Nice.
not.
We have
I
two
mean,
Lail. Oh, we have 3 Lail blueprints.
Okay, I'm
and
thinking
2
of-
And 2
Merceaux.
Merceaux.
Boom.
That's right.
We are
Boom.
guys. We are on the same page.
Wait, hold it up.
But you
hold
can
it up.
still
We're
buy
gonna
the
take a
other wines,
picture.
everyone. It's great. It's just this is so much better.
Oh wait, I lost my camera. I'm sorry. I don't even
Wow,
know what
Holly,
I
yours
said.
is pretty.
No, it didn't work.
That was a that was a
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
fancy.
and again, everybody read the article about Robin Leo. I know
Yeah, she's
her.
being honored
I
today
feel like
as we speak.
That's so
know
awesome.
her somewhat well. I'm very fortunate for that, and
I got to
learned
make her
so
wines for a
much stuff.
handful of years at Vineyard
That's
29.
awesome.
Wow.
And I think we're guessing the reason this is called Blueprint is because her husband.
No,
is
it
an
is. It's
Oh, it
because
is why.
it's a nod to John, her husband, John Lil, who's an architect who designed Vineyard 29.
who designed Vineyard
Oh,
29.
no
Yeah, and
way.
so he's designed a lot of wineries,
Yeah,
and
he's
so
incredible.
Blueprint is a nod to him and his
That's
his
amazing.
career, his success. Yeah.
And it's another reason to love wine. Like she had a project that was incredible, and she used it to show appreciation and recognition of what her husband has done.
Yeah,
Well, but she
it's-
has an amazing quote about
awesome.
how her father did not pass Inglenook down to her, and she was happy about that because had she been given something, she
wouldn't have
would have
worked as hard.
potentially been entitled, and she wouldn't know that she could have done it herself and start one of the most iconic wines in Napa Valley after working with some of the most iconic players in Napa Valley.
And
Yeah.
he
So,
must
it's a
have
great
seen
quote.
that in her
Oh, everybody did. He's
to
incredible.
love
She's
to
incredible.
love somebody enough to not give them a finished product so that they would make it on their own.
That's awesome. What a baller.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Sounds
sure.
familiar. Mason, do you have anything to take us out?
Oh, I think I do, Molly.
Take us out.
Kick
Kick us out would have been
I'm going
better.
to kick us out of this thing.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, that was
I love it. It's a 68
And
yarder. Let's go.
exactly. And remember, whether you're on a patio, at the lake, around the pool, or gathered around a table with friends, the goal isn't perfection, it's connection. Glad you could kick it and sip it with us.
Today.
Until next time,
Glad you're part of our crew.
go USA, go France.
Viva la
Go
France.
everybody.
Viva la France.
Viva la France. Go everybody.
Thank you guys. Kick it and sip it.
Kick it and sip it.
Who you share it with.
Well, that's it for this pour. Thanks for spending time with Crosby's crew. If you tried one or all of the wines from today's episode, we want to hear about it. Head to our socials and let us know which one was your favorite and why.
Curious about what we're tasting next? Check the lineup and send us your questions. We'll be answering them in the upcoming episodes. Nothing's too nerdy or too simple. If you're wondering, someone else is probably wondering too.
And hey, before you go, just a reminder that drinking and driving is never okay. Please enjoy wine responsibly. Always have a designated driver lined up before the bottles open and consume in moderation.
Until next time, cheers from the crew.